like the dew in the morning, gently rest upon my heart. Like the dew in the morning, gently rest upon my heart. If you know that, can you help us say it? Like the dew in the morning, gently rest upon. Upon my heart. Did anybody come to talk to Jesus this morning? Come on and open your mouth. Like the dew, gently rest upon my heart. Oh, say rest. Oh, rest. Oh, say rest. Like the dew. You to sing to them this morning and just say this. Like the dew in the morning, may he rest upon your heart. Come on and look at your neighbor and encourage them this morning. Like the dew in the morning, may he rest upon your heart. Oh, come on and look at your other neighbor. Like the dew. Upon your heart. Come on, y'all doing so good this morning. Come on and look at your neighbor. Sing like the dew. Yeah, may he rest upon your heart. Now with a real loud voice like a family this morning, let's say rest. Yes, say rest. Say rest. Like the dew. Say rest. Oh, rest.
Greater Life family, how's it going? How's it going? My name is Minister Isaac Brown, and I am so excited to be able to share a Bible study with you on today. I know it's been a crazy week and everything has been going on. Thank you, Pastor Brown, for the opportunity to be able to share this Bible study. For those, I know it's been crazy. As I said, it's been raining and we've got a ton of rain. We got all of our rain in like one day, right? Everything was crazy. It was chaos. There was a lot of flooding going on. Prayers out to those who may have had some issues on that day. But we thank God for the rain, because my grass surely needed it. But, as it rains on, we're just praying for everyone's safety. But it's been a wonderful week, a wonderful month. And we have talked about so many different topics about unity, about love. Sunday we had a great word from Pastor Brown, who talked about being a difference maker, and your gifts. On today, I'm going to talk about serving your friends and friendship. That's something that we don't really talk about a lot, is serving your own friends and how to serve your own friends. And friends, they come and go, right? Through time and through space, and as we're younger, as little kids, all the way up to where we are now, we may still have some friends from when we were little. But friendships happen, with the funniest things or the funniest ways, right? We have, I know some people who got into it with each other and now they're best friends, or, you just like somebody because they're funny, or you just like them in general, and you may have some things in common that you really like, and that person has been so great to you, and you have built that relationship that's your best friend, right? So let's get into the topic of serving our friends, which you probably haven't really heard of. Maybe you never really even thought of serving your friends. So when we talk about serving our friends, it's easy because we like them, right? Pretty simple. We like them and we love them, but we've got to be willing to take a risk with that. Also with our friends, because we love them. But to be able to serve someone, you have to be able to love them. And here in the book of Proverbs is where I'm coming out of. Proverbs, the 17th chapter and the 17th verse. If you have your Bible, it says, "A friend is always loyal, and a brother is born to help in time of need." So what does it mean to be loyal, right? What does that really mean to be loyal? I watched this show that's on YouTube, and this guy on there, the host, he always asks the guests, would you rather have someone be loyal to you or to show respect to you? And of course, they always choose the loyalty. I would rather have somebody be loyal to me because the respect is going to come if you have loyalty, because of the love there. Well, this proverb is saying that a good friend is always there for you no matter what, right? No matter what, if it's the good times or the bad times. But what does that really mean, right? The good times and the bad times. Well, I'm going to help you out with that here on this evening. I have 4 things that we can do to love and to serve our friends. 4 things here, and I'm out of your way. 4 things to help you to serve your friends and to be there with them no matter what, right? So number 1, it's pretty simple, is to be happy when they're happy, right? Be happy when they're happy. Right? Paul wrote letters on how his experience led him to following Jesus, right? His faith led him to go all over the world telling people about Jesus and telling his experience. He would stay in an area for a while explaining what it meant to follow Jesus. Then he helped them to organize themselves, and he would hear stories about certain places and also send them letters of encouragement and also letters of correction. Romans, the 12th chapter, the 15th verse, it reads to rejoice with those who rejoice, right? And it's easy to rejoice with a friend when things are going good, right? It's always easy. But what helps to build a friendship with a close friend is when bad things happen as well. That helps to build a relationship. But be happy when they're happy. For example, if they got a promotion, or God has blessed them with a brand new car, or God has blessed them with a brand new home, or they're doing their business and things are starting to become successful for them. Be happy for them, because Satan will creep in there and let that little old jealousy will come in, and it will try to destroy what you have built. It'll try to destroy that friendship that you have made. So don't try to be jealous, but be happy. There's a song that says, "Don't worry, be happy," right? And be happy because your time is coming, right? Your blessing is on the way, and your time is there, and with them being happy. So don't worry, be happy that they're happy, and by you being happy, that shows that you love them, and that builds the relationship. Number 2, be there to serve your friend when they're sad. Be there to serve them when they're sad. And that's really important. In the book of Romans, the 12th chapter, the 15th verse, it says, "Weep with those who weep." Weep with those who weep. And weeping with them, it's showing the compassion. And that compassion helps to build the relationship to another level, right? When you're grieving with someone, when you've lost a loved one and you have your friend there with you, to be there with you, that helps to build that relationship because they feel that you're there for them, right? When someone shares a painful experience with you, make sure that you slow down and you give them the time they need to breathe, right? Avoid getting in your own feelings or being triggered as much as possible, and try to resist the urge to say something that will move the conversation towards yourself, And we do it all the time, right? When you have a friend who is struggling or who have lost a loved one, and you've lost a loved one, you have a tendency to say, I lost my mother, or I lost someone who I love, and here's what I'm going through, and I, and me, that you tend to move the conversation of what's going on to yourself. And brothers and sisters, we have to be careful about that and not turn it towards our own, but make sure that we're focused on our friend and serving our friend and showing them this love. Here are some tips that you could probably do. You could probably say, I know that it's really hard to share this moment or this situation. Thank you for trusting in me. Thank you for sharing this with me. Or just telling them, hey, I'm proud of you for sharing that with me. Thank you. I'm proud of you. Or I can't imagine what you're going through. That must have been hard. Those phrases, things like that can really help, and it can help to build a bond and help that relationship and help to grow and serve your friend, right? Number 3 is being truthful. Now this is something this is deep here. Being truthful to your friend. And in the book of Proverbs, if you read Proverbs, the 27th chapter, the 5th and 6th verse, right? It reads, "An open rebuke is better than hidden love." Right? Wounds from a sincere friend are better than many kisses from an enemy. Right? So sometimes we have to have that tough conversation. And sometimes we try to avoid that tough conversation because we don't want to offend our own friends, right? We don't want to hurt their feelings. We don't want them to be hurt. But in this proverb, Solomon is telling us that if we really care about someone, we wouldn't hide or hide our love by not saying difficult things to them. For example, if your friend is not making a godly choice, a godly decision, or if they're doing something in public or something around you that is not of God and something that that is not right, then say something. If you love them, be truthful to them and say it to them. If you have a friend who has a spouse and they're out, looking at some other woman or man or cheating or doing something that is not of God like that, you say, hey man, that ain't right, man. That ain't of God. We're not gonna do that. Let's go a different direction, right? And show them the godly way. Mainly because we can't go around being yes men. We can't go around being yes people, right? We should be there to show them the love, you know. In fact, because we love them, we should be willing to say that and be willing to stand bold and tell them the truth, you know. If you want your friend to have their best life, to live their best life, you got to be willing to be honest with them. You got to be willing to be truthful with them. It's not judging, but it's helping. It's serving. It's to help them to stay on the right path, which we all should be trying to do with each other, right? All right, so that's So that's the third point. The fourth point is praying with them, right? Praying for them and praying with them. And we all need to be praying for our friends. Paul here wrote letters to the churches, right? And he also wrote some letters to his own friends. He wrote 2 letters to his buddy Timothy. In the book of Timothy, the first chapter, this 1 Timothy, 2nd chapter, 1st verse, it says, I urge you, first of all, to pray for all people, right? Pray for all people and ask God to help them. Intercede on their behalf and give thanks for them, right? So praying for your friends is important. You have to pray for the people you love, right? Even the people who don't even love you. Your friend probably, he may not even think prayer is working. Still pray for them. Pray with them, you know. Have you prayed with your friend? Praying with them and asking them if they need prayer is really important in helping to serve your friend, because they may have lost hope. They may have lost, faith, and you have to be there to encourage them and pray with them and let them know that God is going to help them through it. It doesn't have to be, all pretty. It doesn't, you can tell them that the these and thous doesn't have to be used. It doesn't have to be poetic. Just being honest with the Lord and knowing that, He's going to see you through and showing them how to pray and praying with them. Right? So these are 4 things that I thought would be helpful for you in helping to serve your friends, right? And helping to build that wonderful relation with them and also helping to build the unity within your friendship. Right. So that's all I have for right now. Thank you. Thank you all for the opportunity to be able to share this quick word with you and helping to build unity and helping to build that relationship with your friends and serving